You're not sharing anything, I think. Your screen is visible. Amu.
Is my screen visible now?
Yes, yes.
Good evening, everyone. We are from SNR Consultants, and we have Lady Ma'am and Steffi with us. Lady Ma'am is the senior of this company. She's a retired professor, and Steffi is a member, is a civil engineer, and she will be organizing this meeting. So we have gathered here to discuss about project management and the terms that you will be hearing from this meeting. It will be useful in your coming in your works as you join a company. You will learn how to manage a project. This will be just introduction, but listen to it. It will be very helpful when you start your work life. So coming to the topic, we will be learning about ERP. Does anybody know what is ERP? Please respond. Does anybody know what is ERP? Okay. ERP refers to Enterprise Resource Planning. If this ERP will be the same for whatever company you are going, this ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. It will give you an idea of how to plan and how the system works. It is the proper planning of the ways that you're going to work. And what is the purpose of ERP? It manages the company in financial ways, the supply chain, the operation, the commerce, reporting, manufacturing, and human resource activities. These all activities can be explained, can be managed through an ERP system. And why we should go for ERP? The management system will always be better when less human, less errors are made, and errors can be minimized using an ERP. And what are the applications of ERP in project management? How an ERP can be implemented in project management, that we will look into through our ERP system. This is our ERP system. As you see, this is our company name, SNR Consultants. Though we are showing our ERP system, this system will be good for you to learn, because in every company there will be ERP system of their own. And the basic things written here, your company will also be having. So the terms that I'm trying to explain, if you study more about it, it will be helpful. So in our ERP system, in our enterprise resource planning system, we have two sites, V2 and PMC. In V2 Xbuild system, we have this home page, and in the home page we can see an activity page. What does this activity page stand for? It will explain all the activities that I'm involved in. Coming back to our home page, when we open this home page, there will be a notice board. There will be a tools tip note, and these are like notice, or if there are some notifications should be given to the workers, it will be provided as we open this page. First, we have explained the activity, which means that whatever activities I am included in, it will be shown here. I can check through this portion. Next, inbox. The Outlook and this system is integrated, and we can check the mail and notification through this ERP system. And what is task info? It explains the task priority. This task priority refers to the activities that I am involved in. What is my today's priority? This can be explained in this task priority. Every day I have to update this task priority, so that the company will know what I am involved in every day. And I can check the employee's work, leave or break details. If somebody is in leave, this ERP system will show me are they on leave or are they working and how much they have worked. That is also visible through this. You see the red line, it is because they have worked so less and the percentage of work is being shown. If a person is working just a bit or 38% or below a certain percentage, it can be shown through this color, this orange color, yellow color. Each color represent the amount of work they do in the company. Then the projects. What are the project involved and what who all are the lead of that project and how much they have worked. It can also be explained through this. Then the task priority schedule. The task priority schedule also explains if they have put the priority or not. And the workers can be seen through this task priority schedule. Next, we have the clients. This system explain who all are the clients that I have and their details. Then we have the reports. If I need some reports, I can take through this and I will explain what all are the reports very soon. And this is message session. The message section explains if I want to put a message to the group. It is this system is linked to the app called Kaisala. This it's similar to WhatsApp, but it's completely official. If we are applying for a leave or a break system, we can put it through this message portion. Then this explains my projects that I'm involved in. It's similar to activity, but my projects explain the project title that I have involved in. Then what is ticket request? Has anybody heard about ticket request? Does anybody know what is a ticket request? A ticket request is something like if you have a doubt or a FAQ, how do we ask? We cannot bother our seniors. We go for ticket request. We ask in this ticket request, and our seniors will respond if there is no answers already given, or if there is an answers already given, it will be provided by the system itself. Then don't mind this soil report because we have this soil report because we are involved in geotechnical. But according to the company that you're going to work in, more sessions will be there. And this chart explains about my work, how much I have worked, and each color represent each project. And workflow. Workflow means the flow of work that I do every day. And this explains how much I have worked. And if there are more sections for me to add, I will add through this section. Then coming to the menu part, this explains my profile. And as you join a company, what you will be first getting, you will be giving an ID and a password. And through that password, you will enter the project management system. And I have logged into the system using my project ID. And our system is divided into two, masters and entries. I will explain each to you. In the manage system, you will be managing the client. There will be types of client that you have to deal with. And the client types can be entered through this client types and client details in a type called a pile boring. Imagine you are dealing with a client of pile boring. The details have to be entered and it can be done through this client details. Then coming to the HR, does anybody know what is HR of a company? What is HR? Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Human resource.
Sorry, can you please repeat it? What is HR of a company?
Human resource.
Yes, very good,
Department.
very good, very good, very good. HR refers to the human resource. And what does an HR do? The HR manager deals with the holidays, employees, support to the workers, and the allowances, everything that is that can be everything that a worker need. The HR management system will be controlling. In our HR system, the departments, designations, if something related to employee or the holidays, allowances, the deductions, or the skill sets, even the how, see how detailed our system is. It's like even the skill set of our system can be explained, can be noted. Skill set involved if you know how to drive, even to that details our system is defined. Or how much you know in estimation, or about the things that our civil engineer should be involved in, the estimation, the optimization of everything. Then what everything can be set through this skill set portion. Then the career, then the course details, services, and stuff like that can be explained in this HR system. What is CRM? CRM refers to customer relation management. As we go through a project, we will have customers, and the relation to the customers can be explained through the CRM. The call log, the customer registration, everything can be done through CRM. Inventory refers to the resources that we have. Then the project. Coming to this is very important. This can be used to manage the project, and I'll explain it very soon. Tendering. The word tendering, you must have learned already what a tender is and how to bid. And these kind of tendering activities can also be done through our ERP system. Then quality control. These terms are important as a civil engineer. The quality control, there are certain questions that we have to fill, and there will be certain answers that are expected from you. And this can be managed through this QC system. The rating and user setting can also be adjusted. Then coming to the entries. In the V2, we deal more with what a worker should do and what with the for managing workers, this V2 can be used. And what is the difference between a V2 and a PMC? PMC deals with more of a project management, where V2 deals more of the worker management. And entries, in entries there are punching details, workflow details. As we put the workflow in here, this can be reflected in as the bar chart or pie chart. And the labor workflow, resource workflow, and workload, if we want to apply leave or a work from home request, this can all be managed to the project. And quotation and invoices, these terms, if you learn, it will be helpful for your future. A quotation, while we do a work, we will be first giving a quotation, and this can be produced through this quotation section. What is invoice? Invoice refers to the billing and the proposal. If we are giving a work, we will be proposing it to the company, and these can be dealt through invoices and bills. Then quality control, QC, cube test, rebound hammer test, pile reports, NCR forms. You must be familiar with the cube test and rebound hammer test. Are you familiar with it? Anybody? Have you heard of cube test or rebound hammer test? Hello? Is anybody familiar with cube test or rebound hammer test? Please respond. Okay, as civil engineers, we should be knowing what is a cube test and a rebound hammer test. We have already learned it. If you are not familiar, please look into it. These terms are very important in our engineering life. And we will be dealing with the mixed design, slope footing, step footing. These are the types of footing, and if we want reports for it, we will be going through this section. And coming to geotech, it's entirely for our company, so we will not be going there. And we have the reports. What are the reports? We have DCR. DCR refers to daily construction report. Like how much construction is done. It can be taken through this DCR. Then we have employees on project detail, task assigned detail, employee wise detail. How detailed it is, we can see it shows the employee wise details. And the workflow report. Then we have all these reports that we can take. If we are in delay or early report, how much the project is in delay, we can check here. Then we have DCR, that is daily construction report, date wise we can see. Then we can see the vendors list. Coming to this, we have BOQ matrix report, that is like the integrated or a report which shows every detail of the inventory. Then we have resource consumption, how much resources, how much resource refers to man or steel or cement or materials used. This how much it have been consumed. It can be put into a report from this section. Then we have estimated versus actual cost comparison report. Then we can get a graph from it. Coming to the HR system, we can get the certificates, the leave details, salary details, the attendance, then work locations of the workers. Coming to analytical reports, we get the project allotment, task allotment. If there is some project which are not working according to the project timing, it can be also marked through this idle project details. So these are the basic system in a V2, and V2 just deals with the worker details. Is this much clear? Is this much clear?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So these are the things that are explained in the home page of V2. And coming to this is to view the home page. And according to the company that you work in, the system will be different, but the terms that I've explained, the DCR, the pile report, stuff like that, it will all be same because as a civil engineer, we'll be dealing with them only. I will show you a example. I will show you. I'll show you in PMC. As this much is clear, I will show you the download sessions. In the download, we have our softwares explained. We have our Ads Pro. Ads Pro refers to our system for bar bending schedule. What is bar bending schedule? Does anybody know what is bar bending schedule? If we get a steel, the length of steel will be 12 meter, and how we cut it, how we bend it in a way that we want, it can be manually done. And how much time you will take? You will take 1 day or 2 day for just calculating it. But our system is so advanced that we can just get the report in half a day, like 10 minutes is required. How we do it? It's through the procedure of scanning. We have our own softwares, and Ads Pro is a system for bar bending schedule. Through this system, we will be scanning the drawing, then getting how much length we have to bend and how much we have to bend. Okay, we bend a 12-meter length steel. We will be getting a lot of waste if we do it manually. Through our system, we will be reducing waste. And how we reduce waste? Through the system of Optimax. It's a software used to optimize the amount of steel, how to cut it, and how to reduce the wastage. In usually manual calculation, we will be making a lot of mistakes, and human made errors are very high, and the system reduces the errors and it will optimize the calculation. Then it will be reduced to a percentage of 3% wastage. Then we have the MSP creator. What is MSP? MS project. MS project refers is more dealt in the PMC. I will come to it. Then we have Estimax. Estimax refers to estimation section. You must have learned about estimation in your engineering college. It will give you the rate and quantity that is required to construct a building. Then we have our brochures. Then we have the guidelines and handout for project engineers. Then we have, if some updates is coming, this can also be shown in our system. Then we have our templates. For our system, there will be certain templates and that are uploaded here. These are the main system of V2. Now coming to PMC, this deals more of the project management. This is more important to you, so please listen more into the PMC section. As same as V2, we have a home page in our PMC. PMC deals with the activities, are same as V2. This PMC is also linked with the Outlook, and mailing can also be done through here. Same as V2, we have the message system and we have the report section. In here also we will be entering to the system using an ID and a password. Same as V2, we will have the management of client, the admin controls, which controls the quotation settings, ticket topics. As I explained, what is a ticket? If we have some doubt, we will be asking to the system. Or if the system is not able to respond, our seniors will be responding through the ticket system. Then the HR. HR refers to the dealing of holidays, allowances, deductions, all that. What is CRM? Customer Relation Management. Same as V2, we have it here. Then we deal with the inventory, the resources, and then comes project. This is the most important part of a project management. How we deal with the timeline of a project. If you get a tender of constructing a building, how we construct it? We should have a proper plan, and how we plan it through the ERP system, through the PMC system, and I will explain how it's done. So coming to the project, we can divide this into two sections: above upload estimates and below upload estimates. So what comes above upload estimates? We will be having an estimates file. Estimates file refers to the estimation file that we have prepared. It will be the result of what we have, the estimates software, and that file we will be uploading here. And the most benefit of our ERP system is it will be creating a 3D on its own. Imagine people draw 3D taking hours, and our system creates a 3D model on its own. We just have to assemble it. And how it's done, we will be explaining in our coming classes. And in estimates, above estimates, we have add or edit project type, add or edit level, add or edit task. You hear these terms: project, level, task. What are these terms? Levels refers to project. You already know what is a project, the title of the project. If imagine we have a project named Stallion or Anashwara or any project, we will be adding the project name in the add or edit project. According to the project that you will be getting, we will be adding the name and details. Then we have to go to the level. What are the levels of a project? We know there are different levels in completing a project. It will be like foundation, ground floor, first floor, then second floor, then will be a terrace floor. And these names can be added in the add or edit level. Then what is task? In foundation, imagine in foundation, what are the foundation? If it like you have to do a pile or pile cap, these tasks can be added through add or edit task. I will show you in detail. Okay, as it is loading, I will explain what is below upload estimates file. Okay, coming to project. What is a project? We will be having a project name. And what is the type of project? What kind of project is this? Is it project management? Is it about some construction, or it's about some structure? The type of project can be explained here. And coming to the client, how much story building is it? What is the client name, client contact number, billing emails, how much area the project will be having, and at what rate we will be doing this, and what is the total cost. Then the starting date, is the project ongoing, hold, or finished? We can explain through here. And the duration, in how much duration we plan on finishing the project, it can be explained through here. Is the financial details open or closed? We can explain here. And who is the lead and engineer? Everybody will be having some position in some project. So who is the lead? Is it a we'll be having a project lead and a project assistant engineer. It can be explained here. The project, is it working on Sunday? Is it working on Saturday? Is the workflow approved? And does it have a master project? Master project refers to if we have a project similar to this project, it will be easy for creation of this project, and for that we can select this master project. And where is the site of this project? That can also be defined. And coming to other details, we have the name of the project, the client, project owner, mobile and mail. And as detailed as architect, structural, even the plumber and electrician details can be taken. Even see fireman details, everything. If more details have to be added, we can add through here. And the store location we can add through here. If these locations are not enough, we can add it through the GPS system. That is also possible through the PMC or ERP system. See, project or store location, coming to this, we can add more locations if required. So that is the basics of adding a project. This can be done through add or edit project. And what is add or edit level? As I told earlier, levels refers to the levels of a project. You see foundation, ground floor, first floor, basement. These terms can be classified as levels of a project. And what is task of a project? Task of a project, in that page you can see, is it a tower, flooring, or what type of task are we doing in that level? And what is the unit of that task? Is it cubic meter or square feet? Then what type of task it is? Is it a site clearance or is it plumbing works? That can also be explained. And if that much details are not enough, we can go for the specification of the task. Then we can check if there is some curing required, or if there is some data book ID, if there is some ID. And this data book ID is a thing that we get from the Estimax. This will be explained in the coming classes, what is Estimax and how it can be beneficial for your civil engineering life. This will be explained in the coming classes. So if there is some resources we can add from here. So that explains the task. Then coming to project again. These things are taken if a new project is to be done, if it has no similarities with the existing project, this much can be used. And it's same written in below upload estimates. Then what is the difference? If a if a task is already created, we don't have to waste time creating the same thing again and again. So we can go for add or edit a level in project or add or edit task in project. I will show you add or edit level in project. See, if we take a project Amir Ali, we can add level here. It means that the levels have been already used by other projects, and if these levels are already existing, we can just add it and it will make the project management and time control easier. Coming to projects, add or edit task in project, I will explain. This is the most important section in a project management. I will show you what is the end result or how a project can be managed. Taking an example of Anashwara, this is a project that we had. These are the sample projects that I deal with. Taking any project we can take, and levels you see foundation, ground floor, first floor. I will go with foundation. You see these are the tasks that has been added. You can go through the terms. Plinth beam, PCC. You must be familiar with what is PCC, what is plinth beam, concrete. These terms you must be familiar with. As you go for an interview, they will be asking what is the full form of PCC or what is the uh, stuff like that you will be asking. So Google more about these terms. Slab de-shuttering and curing. What is curing? What is de-shuttering? And what is shuttering? What is a rough slab? Why we do site clearing and how much time it will take? And these stuff can be planned properly. What is de-watering? These stuff, if you learn more about it, it will be very helpful in your civil engineering life. Footing PCC, excavation for footing. These are the tasks that come under a foundation. For doing a foundation, this much task is required in the commercial building at Kolanjeri. And this will start at this date, and how much duration it will take. It can be also uploaded and controlled through this system. And what is the quantity and what is the cost percentage and cost per unit. And if we have to edit or delete, that options are also available through this system. And if we have to add more tasks in this project, we can be done through this add option. And if we have to just copy from another project or another level, we can use this copy option. So this is another term that you are going to hear throughout your project management life, a Gantt chart. What is a Gantt chart? Okay. If you are really interested in project management, you will be hearing this Gantt chart term very often as we expand these. You see, coming to this commercial building at Kolanjeri, it starts at 22 for 2022 and it ends at 21/6/2023, it says. And it has a duration of 365. How this is calculated? We have this Gantt chart and the duration we created in the creating project. We had an option called duration. And if there is more duration we get through this PMC system, this Gantt chart system, we can update in the project that we have created. And how to find how much duration it takes? It can be done through this Gantt chart system. Coming to the foundation, you see the all the tasks that we have added here. It is shown in this Gantt chart. And what does each color represent? There is green, there is red, there is orange, yellow, you can see. So red refers to if the project is finished, we represent it by a color of red. If it's orange, it means that the project is on hold. And if it's green, it means that activity is currently going on. And in this, you can see the name, the type of the right now condition of the project. You can see in this through these colors. The name of the topic you can see through this, the start date and end date, and the duration it can be taken. And what is dependency? I will show you what is dependency. If this dewatering is dependent on some other task, how do we connect it? Through this dependency. If we put a format of 3 colon plus 15, it means that after 15 days or after this much days, this activity should be done. After what? After dewatering should be done after finishing the site visit. The dependency refers if plinth beam PCC is to be done first after site visit, then we have a put a dependency of 3 colon plus how many days we expect, or if it's on the same day. So why we should provide a dependency? Which means if there is any change in the dates, we don't have to go change each and every column. We just have to change the first date so that everything will be automatically changed. Then we have the assignees, who all are assigned in this project. It can also be explained here. And this much we have to say about the less section of the Gantt chart. Now coming to the Gantt chart, you see this blue line. Blue line means that day is a Sunday. And this explain the calendar. You see the chart of the October. Then you see these bars. What does these bars represent? It starts from 2027 and ends at 7th October. You see, it changes according to this dependency we have given. And you see this chart linked. And we can export the result in a form of ADMS and can be done through here. A normal print can be taken through here. If we have made some mistake, it can be undone or redone using these. Zoom in and zoom out options are also available. And if the resources has to be edited, it can be done through here. After correcting everything, after completing the chart, we can save it. And I will go through this Gantt chart so that you people will be familiar with these terms that we use in civil engineering. The site visit is being done, the deshuttering, the RR, PCC, site clearing again, then dewatering, excavation for footing, retaining. Go through these terms so that you will have an idea what exactly happened in a project. Lift pit. You must have heard about lift. So what is lift pit? A pit used for creating the lift. The pit that comes under the lift can be called as a lift pit. What is a basement? What is a raft beam PCC? Raft beam rebar works. What is a rebar works? These kind of terms can be Googled and learn more about these terms. Retaining wall shuttering, lift construction, raft slab concrete, staircase, beam, slab. The success of a civil engineer comes from the curiosity. You should be curious when you hear the term staircase. What all are the terms involved in staircase? There will be thread, there will be rise. What is a thread and rise? Google about it so that you will know and learn more about civil engineering each day. And beam, coming to beam, how much time it will take to create a beam, and what is a slab and how it can be created, and how much reinforcement should be provided upon these kind of stuff you should be curious about, so that you will know for creating a beam how much time it will take, for creating a staircase how much time it will take, and what all resources are required. These can all be you will have a calculation and idea about it as you learn more, and these kind of should will come from experience also, but you should be curious to know more about it. And rectangular column. So now you know there is more type of column. It's written rectangular column. What are the type of column? You should Google more about it, and you will know how much time it will take, and lift construction, then brickwork. So when you hear brickwork, what are the type of brickwork, and what all are the brick types? These kind of stuff you should be curious about, so that you will know how much time it will take for creation and what all resources should be required. Then sunshade, and this repeats in every floor because it's a same way this construction is to be done. And coming to headroom, you should be knowing what is a headroom is. Then what all are the stuff that we see in a headroom, and that much. After inputting all this data, we save the Gantt chart, and a ADMS file is being exported through this option. And what happens to the ADMS file? It's being exported and detailed through a system called the MS project, Microsoft's project. You can learn about MS project through YouTube. We have linked the MS project with our PMC system, and we can export the ADMS file into a PDF through the system. In the MS project, you will be learning more about MS project and in detail how to create this chart. You will learn more about what is critical path, and these terms you will learn more in the coming classes. In the PDF, you can see there is a ID, there is a task name, there is a duration, the start date, finish date, and the predecessor. The predecessor refers to the dependency that we have given in the project, then explains the Gantt chart. Through this, you can see after first task, you should go to the 72nd, the 72th task. You can see, and each task have a ID, a unique ID is being given. You can see the task that we add in the Gantt chart is being exported, and each color represent certain things, and that can be explained in the bottom of the PDF. And through this, we know like how and how much time it will take for the entire project to be finished. And you see, finalizing the project with de-shuttering of lintel. This is just a sample that I have created. And if you want to practice this kind of MS project, is available in the internet also. You learn more about it, learn the terms that relate to this, so that in interviews you will shine better. Is what is rebar work, what is concreting, what is de-shuttering, what is curing. These terms you should be familiar with. These are the basics of project management. For managing a project, the Gantt chart is an excellent way because it shows the timeline and how much work should be done in how much time. It can all be explained through the PMC system. And same as V2, we have subcontract tendering. It explains about the tendering and if for managing bid. For getting a work, we do not directly go and give a work to a contractor. You must be seeing some tendering details in the newspaper. It will be like a PWD work, a work is going on. Those contractors who can do it with quality in the minimum expense will be given the tender. And those kind of tender contracts can be managed through our PMC system. And for managing the bid also, we have a excellent managed bid system. And as the work is completed, we can give a certificate and it can be taken through this work completion certificate option. Then creating work order. For giving an order, there should be a document, and that order can be created through this work order option. And same as V2, we have a quality control section. The quality control questions will be asked. We are answerable to those questions. And if we are not doing any quality control, the project will be a failure. To avoid the failure, we will be following a certain QC system. And in the accounts, you can see about the task and accounts and asset management also. Same as V2, we have rating. And coming to the entries, it details with the workflows and site visit details. Quotation and invoices, same as V2 as I explained. It creates the bill and invoices. In the quality control, same as V2, we can take the reports. Coming to HR, if there are some salary deduction or salary detail, we can take. In the account, we can see the cash payment and cash details. Other and inventory, resource consumption. In the resource consumption, we know how much resource is being consumed in the project. The advance or the benefit of this kind of system is that every tiny details is being expressed through this system. How much stock is left in the site, what is happening in the site, is it on hold or is it working, what is happening in the site, or how much is being consumed, what are the bills that we have. These all stuff, if manually controlled, it will end up in a disaster. So through this system, we can manage it in a very excellent way. And skill details and minutes. Coming to minutes, every meeting will have certain points that to be discussed in the coming meeting. How we can manage it? A minute of the meeting can be made. MOM, in short, a minute of a meeting means these notes will be taken and given to the uh, people who are responsible, and through the minute of the meeting we will know what is to be done. It will be organized. And same as V2, we have reports. And the report is same as daily consumption reports, salary reports. And in the download session, we have the softwares that is to be downloaded for better project management. So what is the benefit of taking the classes that we are providing? You will be having a better project management skills. How you get it? By learning what is a Gantt chart, by learning what is Estimax, by learning what is Optimax. You will be having a better method to estimate and optimize the steel, the concrete, everything. So this, by saying this, I'll be concluding my class. Does anybody have any doubt? So we can explain it now. You can ask to me now. Any doubts related to about V2 or ERP, or what you expect from this program? This is just an introduction. You will be learn more about how to estimate a project, how to optimize the steel, how to manage a project through the Gantt chart. This system you will be learning in details through through the coming classes, on the coming classes. Does anybody have any doubts? If so, please ask. The terms that you heard today, please Google it so that you will know more about civil engineering. Steffi, hello, Steffi.
Hello. Hello.
Steffi, I have finished taking my class. Right now, the question and answer session is going on. Does anybody have any doubts related to this? Okay. If there are no doubts, I will conclude my class. Thank you, Lady ma'am. Thank you, Steffi, for being with me, supporting me, and representing our company. And thanks everyone else for joining. Wishing you all the best in your civil engineering life. And in the coming classes, as you attend, you will learn more about how to manage a project better, how to work in a company, how things work in a company. You will be learning in the coming classes. These classes are very effective in your civil engineering life. So please attend. With that, I conclude my words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I will be leaving. The recorded session will be shared to you in the group.